I really owe y'all a Degrassi video. I'm sorry. It's been so long. But we're here now. I really don't know why I come on camera in my pajamas for these, but this is what I look like most of the time, so it's realistic. Plus, it's kind of like we're hanging out watching Degrassi together in our pajamas. It's like a sleepover. So, we're going to do another watch along like the old days. But first, I wanted to tell you guys about the Degrassi podcast I've been listening to. Nobody asked me to do this, but, you know, it's been a while since I've talked about Degrassi. I've always listened to Degrassi Back to Class, and now I have picked up Degrassi AV Club, which is my friends Jason and Allison, who I met at Degrassi Palooza. Another is I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, run by Mike, Rick, and Hannah, and I was actually a guest on one of their recent episodes. It was last month. I joined them for the episode they were covering that night, which was Making Whoopi. So it was super fun. It was a real honor. I felt like a total Virgo, but they are hilarious. And moving on, I have picked up Everybody Wants Something. Sanique and Lauren are also hilarious. And then the final one that I have subscribed to is Degrassi Corner here on YouTube. Carrie has started a Degrassi Corner podcast. And it's very like newsy, more about the business side of Degrassi. But the first episode I listened to, like, it had my attention the whole time. It was really insightful. Just talking about like marketing and business and management and why it has ended. But he's mostly focused on next generation and beyond. Not so much junior high and high, but still really good listen. So that's what I've been doing right now. Check those out if you want to start listening to Degrassi podcasts if you don't already. And meanwhile, you're here on YouTube staring at my face. You don't really have to stare at my face, I guess. Like, you could probably listen to this without looking, but I do insert pictures just for a visual aid. Alright, so in choosing tonight's episode, I decided to look back at my list that I started accumulating a long time ago of episodes people have requested. I was doing like a live watch along when I first started these. And then I started pausing so that I could talk more. But after listening to Jason and Allison, the Degrassi AV Club, do a live watch along with no pausing, I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to get back to that because it does help you cut down on the time of the episode. I don't want to ramble on too long. I've already been rambling on too long. So, we're going to like push play and I'm just going to talk. Alright, so with a watch along, you don't get all my thoughts. You know, you kind of get things as they come to me. It's like a commentary as it goes along. But it's not me giving a full analysis or review or all my opinions on the episode. We're just gonna keep going with this format for now. Okay, so I thought I was gonna do Everybody Wants Something. And it turns out I've already done it. I need to really mark things off the list after I do them. So what we're gonna do instead is a new start. And that was requested by XX Booty Sniffer 68. Chris Ruiz Ramos, and Shuksluk 13. And the reason we're doing this one is because it's on the same disc, so I don't have to get up and change the disc. We're going to do a new start part 1. Ready? Play. All right. This is the first episode of the first season of Degrassi High. We start off by Joey admiring himself in the mirror, trying on what boring hat should I wear today, and then he tells himself how cool he is and sets off for his first day of school. Next, we are at the twins' room, and they are angels and beautiful, and I love them. And they're getting ready for school. Heather's all upbeat and excited, and Erica's kind of like quiet and slow moving, and you see her kind of place her hand on her stomach, and she just looks generally worried, right? Heather doesn't even really notice. She's just kind of talking about how excited she is. Suddenly Erica jumps up and runs into the bathroom, and you hear her vomiting. Ugh, now we're at Arthur's house. He burns some toast, grabs it right out of the toaster, and walks out in his stupid beret. I'm sorry, but I hate berets. Okay, I'm sorry. Why doesn't he put anything on that toast? I don't know. Now we're back at Heather and Erica's house. And Heather's trying to give Erica some breakfast on a little tray, and it's so cute. And Erica's like, no, I'm not hungry. Heather is saying, like, maybe you should go see a doctor. Let me feel your forehead. They're so sweet. I love them. Oh my God. And Erica insists that she is fine. And now we are doing the intro. Okay, this is so trippy now because I've met the twins now and I have been to Degrassi High now. And honestly, I haven't been watching as much as I should have because I just felt like it would be super emotional to see this on the TV, knowing I've been there and I've met these people now. It's crazy. Okay, we're back. We are at the front steps of Degrassi High, where I have been. Everyone's walking up to school, and the twins are walking to school, and Heather's just really excited. She's bouncing around. She's super excited. Now we see Spike and her husband, Liz, walking up to school with the baby. Spike is dressed awesome. Emma is drinking out of a bottle. Liz is allowing Spike to talk to other people just for a few seconds now. Heather's kind of, gushing over Emma, and Liz is quickly like, come on, let's go. But before that happens, Erica is just kind of staring at that baby like a little freaked out. Obviously, if you can put two and two together, you probably know that Erica suspects she might be pregnant. Now we see little Tessa with little Scooter and little Bartholomew. Oh my God, his shorts. Walking up into the high school like, whoa! Spinning around. She rams into Patrick. See, look, Patrick is not a nice boy. He is not nice. I don't know why all you people like him. And then they walk past Dwayne, my friend Dwayne, who I've met. And he's like, look how little these kids are. Wheels has an awesome little ponytail mullet. What would you call that? Mullet tail? And so anyway, the Zits congregate. They're all excited. Dwayne has an entourage now. They're kind of like eyeing Joey and his Zits up and down. Anyway, so now Caitlin and Maya are talking, and they get in line to pay the $20 student fee. And Alex is arguing with some strange goth boy sitting at the table about why should I have to pay these $20. And that goth boy says something about unity and giving your money. Maya pays him, and then Caitlin comes up and says, I'm Caitlin Ryan. And that boy goes, hi. She gives him her money, and he's like, bye. They're showing, a lot of chaos, a lot of people crossing paths. Like Tessa has now bumped into Dwayne. They really capture the excitement of this first day of school. Everyone's confused, but everyone's excited. We got Tabby eating Skippy peanut butter with a spoon. We got LD, the twins, Lucy, checking the list on the wall, seeing if they have the same homeroom. They observe that Clutch goes to school here now. The twins are talking about how they were camp counselors over the summer. Lucy's talking about how her dad bought her a camcorder. LD is talking about how she is wearing pink and a skirt. Not really. Heather spills the tea and says that Erica was getting busy all summer with some boy named Jason. And Erica's just kind of like, whatever. Like, obviously she's not happy. And she kind of breaks off. Erica breaks off and she's like, I'm going to go find my class. Lucy's like, okay, Heather, what just happened? And Heather's like, well, they broke up. But there's more. This is a major secret. She's not a virgin anymore. Now the Zits, why are they always like walking so fast? And they're always talking like this about everything. Oh my God. So they are making plans for the Zits. Oh, and they bump into Miss Avery. She is an angel. Look at those shoulder pads. Oh my gosh. She's saying that she runs the resource center now. and that they'll be seeing each other. And Joey's like, well, at least it's not Mr. Radich. They continue to talk about the zits. Joey's like, we need a new name. Zit Remedy is not cool. Oops. And then they bump into Dwayne and Nick and Tabby. And she's still eating peanut butter with a spoon. Anyway, so Dwayne just starts kind of threatening Joey, just, because why not? And one of my favorite parts is when Tabby, takes Nick's handbook and tosses it, and then she looks over to Nick and goes, and they just make an exit, and it's so cool. What they were threatening about is initiation, which is something undertaken on the new students. Great. There's Arthur in the beret. And Yick is he's getting cooler while Arthur is getting dorkier. So Arthur and Yick meet up, and Arthur gave Yick a yellow beret, and I just wish he would have put it on. Except I might have thrown up. And Yick's like, I got an earring. And Arthur's like, whatever, put on this beret. Arthur he went to France over the summer. So that's what he's all talking about right now. Next scene, everyone's gawking over Simon's ad in a magazine because he is the dude, which is like a jeans ad campaign or something. So everyone's talking about that, they're so proud and excited. Spike and Liz come in, and Liz allows Spike to talk to a few more people. And then Simon and Alexa come in, and everyone's kind of congratulating him on being the dude. Everybody's hugging, everybody's just hugging and excited to see each other and talking. Alexa got a promise ring. Apparently she and Simon are officially going out. Didn't that happen 3 seasons ago? And the new teacher comes in, Mr. Wallfish. I love him. He is awesome. And Heather and Erica are seated at their desk, and Heather's like, Erica, what is wrong with you? Because Erica's still acting very, solemn and like something is wrong. But they can't continue because Wallfish has started teaching. All right, for the next scene, we are at Heather and Erica's house. It is bedtime. They are in bed. It's nighttime. They're asleep. Except they're not asleep because Erica is crying in her bed. It is really sad. And Heather's like, Erica, are you crying? And Erica's like, no, but she totally is. And, Heather's like, what's wrong? And Erica's like, nothing. And it's so sad because, Erica's like, or Heather's like, maybe I could help. If you tell me what's wrong, maybe I could help. But it's so sad because, nobody can help. Anyway, so Heather gives up and just gets back in bed. But then Erica's like, do you promise you won't tell anyone? I think I'm pregnant. And Heather's like, what? And then, of course, Heather's like, did you not use a condom? And Erica's like, sometimes, but sometimes not. And Heather's like, you need to go to the doctor. And Erica's like, no. So then they decide they're going to do an at-home pregnancy test because technology is so advanced now. And Erica is so sad. She's so afraid. I just love her acting in this episode. Why did I pick this one? Because it just makes me want to cry right here on camera. Now we are at, what's this drugstore called again? Shoppers? Anyway, I've been there. Anyway, so the girls are coming out. They bought their pregnancy test and kind of just talking about what's going to happen if I'm pregnant, right? All right, now we are back at school. Snake's walking along, do. Suddenly, Dwayne and his squad pop out, back him up against the wall. I don't understand. He's a foot taller than everyone else, but they're like, we're going to get you right now. We're going to initiate you. And Tabby is still eating peanut butter with a spoon out of the jar. They make him bend down and pick up some keys. And when he does, they can reach him. So they grab him and drag him away, much to his protesting. Now, Joey and Wheels are walking around. Oh, they're talking about how it sounds like Radich's voice is on the intercom. And Joey's like, no, it's definitely not him, because he teaches junior high. They sit down and they start talking about more band names, and oh, suddenly Snake comes out of the stairwell and he is covered. What even is that? Like baking soda or like what else is powdery? He's covered in something powdery, like flour. That's probably what that is, because he has been initiated. Now we're back in Wallfish's class, and Wallfish is just talking about like reading a book. And Erica's like, I got bigger problems, man. And now school's out. And Arthur's still freaking talking about France. Those pleated pants. And then they go up to Arthur's fancy bike. And Yick is like, dude, is that yours? And Arthur's like, yeah, my mom got it for me. Yick invites Arthur to the mall. Arthur's like, I can't. I have to go shopping with my mother. You can tell there's distance. There's like a wedge between them. But like Arthur's all, I mean, what is Arthur like more than Yick? I don't understand his motivation. All right, anyway, so we're back at Heather and Erica's house again. We've been able to spend a lot of time here. And they are waiting for that super ancient pregnancy test to process. You gotta wait 2 hours. And Erica's saying like, hey, well, might need to have an abortion. And Heather's like, no you can't. And you know, they're going through like, Erica's like, I can't be a mom. Heather's like, abortion's wrong, blah blah blah, a little bit of a back and forth. And Heather's like, babies are dying every day in those killing centers. So the pregnancy test is done. Heather's like, you're not pregnant. And they are celebrating and rolling around and hugging each other, and it's so sweet and so cute. And I wish was true. They're so beautiful. I love them. And Erica's celebration is, it's so sweet, but it's also so sad. All right, we're back at Degrassi High. Wallfish is still talking about reading a book. Class lets out. And people are still talking about like, that does sound like Gratitude on the intercom. Anyway, so Simon and Alexa are walking out of class, and these upper class girls approach Simon like, can we have your autograph? Because, you know, he's a model. And they're like crowding all around him, and Alexa's kind of jealous. Now we are out on the quad. We see Melanie and Kathleen tied to a flagpole in bra and panties outside their clothes. Eldie and Lucy try to come out, but as soon as they start to step outside, once again, Patrick is not a nice boy. Patrick intimidates them into cowering back inside. Now we are in the hall. Heather's in her locker, and Erica comes up to go into her locker, and Erica is much happier today. But she does mention that her period still hasn't started. And Heather's like, well, you know, it happens sometimes. But Erica says she is going to try to buy another test. We're walking around in the hall some more. You're starting to see more and more students have been initiated. They have like 9 written on their face and stuff like that. And then Dwayne and friends zero in on Wheels. Now it's Wheels' time. They pick him up and cart him off. Now we're in the calf, and Joey and Snake are talking about initiation. And then they're talking about more band names. Oh, and here comes Wheels. I think his hands are tied behind his back, and he's covered in shaving cream. And they both kind of look at Joey and say, you're next, man. Now we're back at Heather and Erica's house again. An alarm goes off. It's morning time. And Erica is going to go take another pregnancy test. You're supposed to do it like when you first wake up anyway, so she's doing it right this time. Her hair is so beautiful. And Heather is just praying, please don't let Erica be pregante. All right, the timer is ticking. Can you imagine having to wait 2 hours for that? So the timer dings, Erica gets up and checks. And she says, oh no. Oh no. Because, freeze frame, it's positive. All right, I feel so rusty like, I felt like I was either trying to say so much at once, or they were like, there's so much dead space in this watch along. So I guess I'm going to edit it down, and it's not going to be a live watch along, because I do have that dead space. And I feel like if there's someone else that I was doing it with, kind of like how Jason and Allison do, that there would be conversation happening all the time. So anyway, I love this episode. It is painful for me though. I love the twins and I love Erica. So I'd love to get to see them, but I'm also like, I'm so sad that this is happening to them. Love you, Erica. All right, so hopefully I did okay. It was like harder than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't as funny as I hoped I would be. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed. I guess I'll do part 2 next at some point. If you have other requests for Degrassi videos or episodes you want me to cover, let me know. I have typed up a script for, like, I want to do a video on what my favorite episodes are, so I think I've got all that ready. So maybe I'll do that sometime soon. Anyway, good night. Bye, broomheads.